Have you ever considered that the virtual world of video games might be a hunting ground for criminal groups seeking to recruit young people? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? Yet this is exactly what's happening. The Secretaría de Seguridad y Protección Ciudadana, or SSPC in Mexico, has raised the alarm about this disturbing trend. Mexico has a significant presence in the video game market, with millions immersing themselves in these virtual worlds daily. But within these pixelated landscapes, danger lurks. Organized crime groups are exploiting online gaming platforms to ensnare unsuspecting minors. These criminals aren't just targeting any game. They're focusing on violent video games depicting warfare and weapon use. The accessibility of smartphones has made these games a convenient portal for criminal groups, turning our pockets into potential gateways for illicit activities. Building trust during gaming sessions, these criminals then lure minors into real-world criminal activities with promises of high earnings or threats. The line between the virtual and real world begins to blur, creating a situation that's as confusing as it is dangerous. As it turns out, the virtual battlefield might be more real and more dangerous than we ever imagined. You might be wondering, how does this recruitment process work in the gaming world? Well, let's delve into the insidious mechanisms that these criminals employ to exploit young gamers. It all begins in the virtual battlefield. Violent video games depicting warfare and weapon use are the common ground, where these criminals start to build a rapport with unsuspecting young players. They don't just appear as villains, but often as friends, allies, and mentors. They offer guidance, assistance, and camaraderie, building a bond of trust over time. This trust is the cornerstone of their exploitation strategy. Once this trust is established, the criminals start to lure these young individuals into illicit activities. It's not through outright coercion, but rather a subtle manipulation that blurs the lines between the game and reality. They make grand promises of high earnings, but not in the form of virtual gold or legendary items. No, they talk about real money, enough to tempt any young mind. Or they use threats, leveraging the bond they've built to intimidate and manipulate their victims into compliance. It's a chilling reality that the promise of high earnings or threats in a virtual world can lead to real-life criminal activity. So what can we do to protect our young gamers from falling into this trap? Well, the SSPC has outlined a few key strategies to ensure safer online gaming practices. First and foremost, it's crucial to maintain an open dialogue about the potential dangers of online gaming. Educating our young gamers about the tactics employed by these criminal groups can be a powerful deterrent. Secondly, the SSPC recommends setting boundaries and monitoring gaming activities. This doesn't mean hovering over their shoulder every time they play, but rather understanding who they're interacting with and what games they're playing. Next, let's talk about CyberGuia, a resource provided by the SSPC for cybersecurity guidance. This guide is an invaluable tool for understanding how to safeguard personal information and how to respond if a threat is detected. Finally, it's important to report any suspicious activity. If you come across anything that seems off, don't hesitate to report it. In conclusion, while the world of online gaming can seem daunting, there are measures we can take to ensure a safer environment for our young gamers. Remember, awareness and vigilance are our best defense in the face of these threats. As we wrap up, it's clear that the gaming world is not just about fun and games anymore. It's a realm where caution is needed as criminal groups exploit the camaraderie and trust built in gaming sessions for illicit activities. The Secretaría de Seguridad y Protección Ciudadana in Mexico has sounded the alarm, and we all need to heed the call. Knowledge is power, so let's use it to protect our gaming spaces. Stay informed, stay safe. And if you want to stay updated on more tech-related news and alerts, subscribe to the Good Gamma Tech channel and don't forget to like this video. Together, we can make the gaming world a safer place.